And we are back for the 19th annual LCBC Hockey Encounter, coming to you live from the AstroTurf in Colombo. Nicely done up for the first time. It has been a long time in the making, actually, and now everything's looking good to go. The weather has cleared up as well. It's been a gloomy day all day with rain just moments before play, but it's looking like everything is getting ready for a good match over here. And we have Seneca here with us. Tell you a little bit about what we can anticipate in this coming under-17 match. And as she mentioned before, the importance of this match, could you remind us one more time, please?
Yes, so the shield again is shared by both. The win is calculated using under-17 and 19, unlike most other encounters. So the players know how valuable this is as well. So they'll be fighting for it equally as hard, because even if they win 19 and lose this, the shield is still drawn. So I'm sure the both teams will give it their all.
Yes, and Team Ladies College is captained by Minel De Fonseca. She will be playing number 16. And on the other hand, we have Bishop's College that will be captained by Alina Fauzi, which is number 13. The team cards will be on screen very shortly. This is the team list for Bishop's College. And the team list for Ladies College. And we are off. The game has begun.
Number 19 of LC seems to be the center forward, trying to cut her way through the BC defense. The half's almost in the D, and she gets a leg ball. The captain of LC takes a shot, but short of the goal. The BC fullback makes a pass to her half. Ball again touched by the LC extreme stick, back to BC. A stop by the LC extreme, handed over to her in. Back to the center forward as she looks for a gap. Nice pass. LC captain Minel De Fonseca gets ready to take a shot to her players and the D. Undercut. So back to BC. BC player takes a shot down the line, ball goes out. Back to LC. Multiple interceptions by both sides, back to LC, back to the center. And ball is turned again to Bishops.
I believe last year also under 17 won against Bishops, but however, since we lost the, we see
Bishops made an attempt, a miss by LC, and a pass to the BC left in, but the ball goes out.
yeah. So I believe this year under 17 Bishops team must be under quite a lot of pressure to maybe gain that back from last year from Ladies College.
Yes, for sure. But of course, I think they both have experienced players on both sides, and even though the ball seemed to be on LC's side at the beginning, now it's falling back to Bishops.
Five minutes into this game, clearly both sides making the intention very, very clear. Every opportunity that they do have, they're taking the ball down, getting it to the other side as quickly as they can. Clearly both sides with their mission in mind, and as Seneca mentioned before, this match, this under 17 match, is vital in the overall shield, which is not something you often see when it comes to encounters, school encounters such as this one, where the junior match doesn't really play a key role in the final overall victory. But as she mentioned before, if whatever school wins the senior match does not win this match, the overall shield is still drawn, making it very, very critical. And as you can see, the way that both sides are playing, they do understand the gravity of this match and they are really going for it.
A lot of play in the center of the court here, back and forth from LC to BC, handing over off the ball. The Bishops half gets ready to take a shot. Gives a pass. Ball again to Bishops. Number 5 of BC gets ready to pass. Taken out by LC, Sohanya Dimel. Leg ball back to LC. As the BC defense forms, Minna gets ready to take her shot. The LC left extreme tries to go down the line, passes it back to a center forward. A bit of bunching there by the players. Almost entering the D. And a penalty corner awarded for Ladies College. Penalty corners are a crucial way in which both teams try to score a goal, as it limits the number of players you have in your D, limiting it to your 4 defenders along with your goalkeeper as seen. So I would say normally when any team tries to play, you try to score when you get that penalty corner. Tries to shoot, but the ball goes out.
As we can see, Seneca, like we see the weather is kind of getting worsened by the time. How do you think this will impact the game and players' mindsets?
It's honestly, it's disrupting when, you feel like, especially if it rains too hard, it's heavier, it's harder to run, and the ball doesn't go as smoothly, your shots are not as you aim. But of course, I feel like LCBC every year there's rain and they anticipate it when they get here, hopefully. A leg ball avoided. And it's back to bishops.
So I believe the ground conditions aren't the usual conditions both teams train on. I believe they train on grass. And so with the weather change, and given that this is the first time in many years that we are having this tournament on this specific ground, how do you think it would impact, or like what changes?
So normally from my almost attempt at a goal. Normally from my knowledge, the teams throughout the last month leading up to the game, they practice almost every day at turf. They try to limit the grass court practices because, like you said, it's very different. The ball travels in a different way. It goes up. The way you stop the ball is different. The way you pass would be different. So yes, it could have an impact if they didn't practice enough on the turf, but practice on the grass court. LC takes it into the D. BC almost clears it out. Ball goes into the D and turned over back to bishops. The BC defense gets it to take a shot.
So I believe since the ball is still technically, even though with BC, LC still has a chance to take a goal in, or I guess not.
Ball turned over though, again in LC. As you can see, as bishops gets the ball, LC forms their curve to try and defend. When the player gets it, a fast clear is the best, especially if she gets her ball near the D. A good attempt by BC, but stopped by the LC extreme. The center forward tries her luck to go down the line. Almost entering the D. A good pass. And stopped by the BC defense.
It looks like both teams are giving a good fight to win that first score for the game today.
Yes. Ball turned over to bishops again. A great attempt by the BC extreme, passes it to her in, a nice pass. Struggles down the line and gives it back to her extreme. Turned over by the LC extreme.
Quite the fight there.
Ball goes out by the LC player, which is quite crucial. LC needs to learn to defend. And as a leg ball, it's back to LC. A shot taken close to the D, received by the player. And the bishop's defense gets the ball. A good clear as the center runs down. Obstruction by the LC player, so the ball is back to bishops.
I believe this is the chance for BC to hit their first point. What happened?
The 5 yards. Undercut, so turnover to the BC. The LC captain takes a shot, received by the... Sorry, I meant BC.
Just under 5 minutes left on this clock over here. Both sides still scrambling to get a point on this board. Both sides have fallen short so far.
A nice shot to the gap, but the BC player is quick to receive that through the gap. Captain to captain there. A pass straight to the BC player, but her teammates fight for that. Approach into the D as she struggles. And as he gets a long corner.
So I believe that was a chance to score a point, yes?
Yes, for ladies. I think it deflect. So now it's a penalty corner as it was a leg ball on one of the Bishop's players. So again, as I mentioned before, this is an important opportunity for an attempt at the goal, as only 4 players can stay beyond the center line. Close goal there, but ball turned over to Bishops.
I believe both teams experienced a number of missed opportunities to score during this game.
Yes, for sure. In general, hockey is a low-scoring game. It takes, even on an international level, 1 or 2 goals, if the teams are well matched, which is most often, even on an international level. So 1 goal sometimes seals the game. A nice shot into the D, and another penalty corner for Ladies College.
Given the time restrictions, I believe the entire team, all players are quite under pressure, hoping to score in. However,
A nice clear by the Bishop's defender. Seems to be the wet turf that's making the girls trip.
I believe the turf is not the ideal.
The back comes. Yeah, it's not the
yeah.
ideal. A fight there by the two players and awarded to bishops. A nice pass to the center. Bishops passing and passing, almost in the D and in the D, and awarded back to ladies.
With just under 40 seconds left in this quarter, this is probably the last play of this quarter where Ladies College has possession of the ball, and it is that chance to, do something before the clock winds down and both teams head into the next quarter with still a total of no points on the board.
Given back to the center and down the line, the player approaches, and that completes.
And that is the end of the first half. As you could see, Seneka, what are your thoughts about the game of hockey that we just witnessed so far?
The ball seemed to be a lot in the center, and LC got, I would say, a couple of penalty corners, which is a strong suit. And Bishops also had some attacks towards the D, minus the penalty corners. If LC can get their shots in, of course, they would be the stronger team. But BC also seems to be having a good defense that clears the ball and with some strong shots.
As you can see, the first quarter scores are currently no points to either Ladies College and Bishops College. And I feel like the ball was very much in the corner of Ladies College in this half as well, because they did get a ample amount of penalties that they weren't able to capitalize on, whereas Bishops College didn't get any penalties. So that's definitely something they're going to be tightening up in the next half that we will witness very, very soon. But until then, it is time to head into a short commercial break, and we will be back with the next half of this game of the 19th annual LCBC encounter.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel, because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring, with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the Air Specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක් වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් thickness එක තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටොමාටෝ තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද? එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටොමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
Shall we be civilized about this?
Why start now?
Move! I'll shoot you where you stand for disobeying!
Let's move it! Hurry!
You're sure it wasn't a dream?
Okay.
Imagine the possibilities. Haley's Advantage.
ඔබේ පවුලට ඔබේ දරුවන්ට
ඔබේ ලබැදියන්ට මේ රටට
සහ ඔබට
ඔබ අවශ්‍යයි. ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ ජීවත් විය යුතුමයි.
මේ ලෝක පිළිකා මාසයේදී පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
පිළිකාව පරදන්න.
මාසයකට දවසක් පපුවට අත තියලා සොයන් පරීක්ෂාව කරගන්න. පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
Edith Cowan University offers an Australian university experience right here in Sri Lanka with a welcoming, inclusive and collaborative learning environment. We're focused on the future with the latest computer labs for computer science, cybersecurity and game design, creative spaces to read, research, create and innovate. With 16 straight years of 5-star teaching quality rating in Australia, extending to state-of-the-art labs and equipment. Join us now for a globally recognized Australian degree at Edith Cowan University, right here in Rajagiri, Sri Lanka.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel, because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future Together, we brighten the future. We, the air specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක් වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් තික්නස් එක තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටොමාටෝ තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද? එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටොමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
A nice pass there, received by the captain. A good pass again, a nice shot. Almost in.
Nice. Ladies
And a
College
goal
managed
scored
to
by Ladies College.
Finally being able to make the most out of the fourth time they got a penalty corner. Once again, good work there by Bishop's College defense at the initial get-go. Play Good attempt there by Bishop's College to stop the ball, but it just still remained in the hands of Ladies College. Smart playing by their side too, and easy put in there by player number 6.
I feel like I'm someone way too excited.
BC attempts at an attack now.
I think it's safe to assume that BC will be upping their game from here onwards.
LC had another chance again. A good clearing by the BC defense. And out and back to LC.
So I think given that Ladies College has scored 1 point by now.
A nice shot there by the LC captain. Ball back to BC. A strong shot there by the BC fullback. Given nicely to her in. Offside obstruction by LC, so ball is given to BC. A fight there, goes into the D, cleared nicely by the LC defense. The centre forward of LC gets the ball with the BC captain right next to her. She attempts a pass into the gap, taken by Bishops. And the ball goes out. There's still 15 minutes on the clock.
I believe that's enough time for BC to make this match a draw.
Yes, but LC seems to be attacking. A leg ball there, and the ball goes back to BC. A nice stop there by the LC half. And ball given back to LC. Quick start there, which is always a wise thing to do before your defense forms and before you have anyone to obstruct the ball. A nice steal there. And a good leg ball by the Bishops player. Given to the captain and taken again by the LC Extreme. Ball given back to Bishop. The centre forward of LC comes down nicely through the gap. And ball is again LC's. A good stop there by the Bishops defender. A good stop there by the LC Extreme. Nice pass, quick, and it's LC's ball. A nice pass back and almost into the D.
Good attempt there by Ladies College to put another goal up on the board, but falls short and the ball goes wide.
Long corner awarded to Ladies College as the captain Minal de Fonseca takes a shot.
Once again, the ball goes wide there, but good attempt from Ladies College. Once again, just like we saw in the first half. Once again, just like we saw in the first half, the ball is more in the corner of the Ladies College D as it is in the Bishop's College D. And just over 10 minutes of play on this board.
A shot there, an attempt by the BC captain, but misses, and LC takes advantage of that. A good defending there by the BC fullback, but LC fights back. A bit of bunching there by the LC players to the advantage of Bishops. A good pass there to her extreme.
Good work there by Bishop's College to keep possession of that ball. This is the opportunity to get the ball into their D and have their first attempt of scoring in this whole entire half.
Good defending there by the LC fullback. LC keeps getting the ball there with leg balls. A nice pass to her captain. Good stop there.
Given that we are down to the last 10 minutes of this match, we see BC fighting hard to take that score, but we see Ladies College also up in their game in trying to stop.
A good attempt to the D there by Bishops, almost a goal. And out. Bishops tries again.
Well done by Bishop's College in order to secure that goal. Great attempt there. Once again, a little bit of a mishap there from Ladies College's part, and great job by Bishop's College in order to even the scores. That's also something that's really good to see from their end, because we didn't see the ball in their D a lot at all. This was only their second attempt at the D, so this really shows us that they know how to capitalize on the opportunities that they do get. And once again, Ladies College goalie kind of stepping out of the goal. A little bit of panic, I would say, on the side of Ladies College, and Bishop's College is able to keep their cool and secure that goal and even out the scores. Once again, great playing from both sides there to get their score. On the part of Ladies College, and good shot there by Bishop's College in order to even out the scores.
We see Bishop's College is trying to get another score in. Right now, the ball is on their hands.
Once again, from both goals that we've seen that have been put up by both sides, we can see that, the players are kind of set to kind of just push the ball into the goal. We did see a similar one through Ladies College. Then there's a little bit of a mishap happening, or a little bit of a fumble, and a little bit of chaos happening. There's always a player standing on the edge looking to just push that ball very, very carefully into the goal, and that tactic has played off for both sides, as we can see through the points that they both now have on the board.
BC attacking strong now after that goal.
I believe both teams are trying their best to not end this match with a draw.
Correct. As I said, it's so important. LC maybe took the back seat there and did not expect that coming. And now they're fighting hard, I suppose, to score one.
Now that both teams now have a goal on the board, this has shown both teams that they are capable of breaking through the other team's defenses and putting up a goal. So this really comes down to who can take the next shot and who can put up that goal faster than the other team can, as we only have just above 5 minutes left of play, which means this really comes down to who is faster at getting their shots in.
This is also where the fitness plays a really important role. Some players get tired, and towards the end, it really shows who has the most stamina to keep running up and down, give those passes, defend and attack. But both teams seem to be very fit, with their center players running up and down and playing defense and attack.
I mean, Saneka, there's been like 35 minutes of play and both sides haven't seemed to slow down at all. If anything, they're only getting stronger and faster. And what does this say about their future as, the under-19 team in a few years?
I think it's honestly lovely to see, and there's so much skill I can see. A lot of players, as much as there's good passers, they take it down on their own. They have the good cuts and the passes, as you can see happening here. She passes her player and goes in. And a penalty corner awarded to Ladies College.
Once again, with just under 5 minutes left of play in this game, this is definitely, I would say, the most decisive penalty corner that Ladies College will have in this whole entire game, and it is something they need to capitalize on, because this might be the make or break moment for Ladies College in this game. And obviously Bishop's College is going to do anything they can to keep this ball out of the goal, as they should. So this is really Ladies College's, I would say, maybe one of the final attempts we might see of a penalty in this game. So they definitely need to capitalize on this. So let's see if they can.
A good pass there, given back to the captain. And missed.
I think that was a great job done by their goalkeeper, Bishop's College goalkeeper. And I feel like compared to the first half, we see this half all athletes are more under pressure and more moving harder, trying to get the scores in.
A good shot there by the Bishop's defense. OC trying hard.
But BC offering them no sort of, advantages here. They're also coming just as hard as they can towards that ball, keeping it towards their side, obviously, with newfound confidence, and I would say harder, motivation to go, as they both now have a score on the board. And goal for Ladies College, their second goal. Excellent work there by Yenuli for Ladies College. And it was almost a one-woman effort there that we just saw.
That was a beautiful goal. Absolutely stunning. That's the kind of shots everyone is trained to take when they're in that D. Powerful, no remorse. No one can stop that.
That also happened very, very quickly, which means, that really shows us that you need to capitalize on those tiny, fractions of seconds that you do have and make the most of them, which is what we saw, which secured the second goal for Ladies College.
Bishops will really try to score a second one again as it approaches, but the ball goes out.
regardless of the high hopes Ladies College has right now, given that they have taken a lead, I believe they'll try their best to defend and make sure that Bishop's College does not score any points and repeat the same thing that happened last year.
Yes, there's just 2 minutes. Hopefully LC plays their game.
And hopefully Bishop's College is also able to attack strongly, because no doubt Ladies College is going to be looking to defend and keep the ball away from the D of Bishop's College. But Bishop's College has shown us just how strong their attack is and just how good their defense is as well. So really, they will be looking to, make the most of the time that they do have. As you can see right now, number 8 being very, very skillful in her movements, getting the ball, keeping the ball in the hands of Bishop's College. You can hear the crowds really cheering for Bishop's College there, motivating their team, cheering their team on. And the ball returns to Bishop's College as they look to even out the scores at the dying embers of this game.
Ladies really needs to make sure their defense
attempts there by Bishop's College in order to score. And we see a penalty corner that is being awarded to Bishop's College right now. Also, the weather really has changed drastically over these past few minutes. Rain coming down hard now. It's very, very dark here. It's grey. So this is definitely affecting play as well. This is the first penalty corner that Bishop's College has been awarded in this second half of this game. Obviously, with 30 seconds left on the board, this is their final chance to score. So no doubt that team has shown us that they are capable, more than capable, of putting the ball into the goal. So that's definitely what they're going to do. So it's up to Ladies College defense here. Let's see if Bishop's College can score. Let's see if they can keep it in their D. But the ball is turned over to Ladies College, and it is a missed opportunity there for Bishop's College as the ball is in the hands of Ladies College.
And that concludes the match. Ladies College jumps in joy. That second goal really sealed that win for them.
Once again, a lot of love being shown to Yenuli, the one who was able to secure that goal pretty much all on her own for Ladies College. And that has sealed them this victory, which is definitely something that their senior team will remember, their senior team will be grateful for, because as Seneca mentioned, and I will reiterate, this junior match, this under-17 match really counts in the overall victory as well, because even if the seniors win the match, it matters that the juniors have won their match in the final tally. So Ladies College have secured 1 out of 2 of these victories, so it's up to the senior match to see if they can do the same. But no doubt this will put some fuel into the tank of Bishop's College, who will definitely no doubt come out stronger and harder during this second match as well. Once again, Ladies College overall just being a little bit more dominant in this game, as you could see by the multiple penalties that they did have, multiple attempts, around 5 or 6 penalties that they did have against the 2 penalties for Bishop's College. And as you can see from the final scores up on the board in this 19th annual LCBC hockey encounter, 2 goals for Ladies College and 1 goal for Bishop's College. Bishop's College falling just a little bit short, but a great game of hockey that we did see overall by both these schools, didn't we?
It was a great attempt. The goals coming one after another. It's lovely for us spectators to watch such great skill and such nail-biting finishers. LC thought they sealed it. Bishop scores, and then finally another goal by LC. What a lovely game to watch.
And definitely down to the wire there, I would say. A lot of action happening that last 5 minutes, a penalty, a goal, missed opportunities all around for both schools, and great work by their goalies, And both attack and defense of these 2 schools have been overall very, very good. We are going to now head into a short commercial break, but right before that, once again, we just saw a great game of hockey, and we will no doubt see a great game of hockey coming to us live from the AstroTurf with the under-19 game of Ladies College versus Bishop's College in this 19th annual encounter. So once again, remember to stay tuned onto the Papre Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel for a great game of hockey that will await you, and see you on the other side.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel. Because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring, with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the air specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක්වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් තික්නස් එක තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටොමාටෝ තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටොමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
Shall we be civilized about this?
Why start now?
Move! I'll shoot you where you stand for disobeying! Let's move it! Hurry!
You're sure it wasn't a dream? Okay.
Imagine the possibilities. Haley's Advantis.
we can see that Bishop's College has formed the number 150, celebrating their 150 years of celebration of this school. This is something they are celebrating as well. Beautiful formation and beautiful performance here at the AstroTurf by the HVC band and the Western band of Bishop's College. And it's also quite significant that Ladies College is celebrating 125 years as well. And these two schools, these two leading girls' schools, have been around for quite a long time actually, Bishop's College being 25 years ahead, and this is definitely something that they need to celebrate. Okay, where are you now? I'll come get you. Okay. Once again, beautiful performance there by the HVC band and the Western band of Bishop's College. Celebrating 150 years of their school. Definitely a significant achievement and something to be very proud of. Once again, we will head into a commercial break after that lovely performance, and we will be back with the under-19 match of this annual LCBC encounter. Definitely something to look forward to and something to definitely not miss. So make sure to stay tuned onto the Papre, Sri Lanka's #1 sports broadcasting channel.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel, because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the Air Specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක් වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් තික්නස් එක තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටමාටෝ තියෙන කෝකෙද?
එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
Shall we be civilized about this?
Why start now?
Move! I'll shoot you where you stand participating! Let's move it! Hurry!
You're sure it wasn't a dream? Okay.
Imagine the possibilities. Haley's Advantis.
ඔබේ පවුලට ඔබේ දරුවන්ට
ඔබේ ළබැදියන්ට මේ රටට
සහ ඔබට ඔබ අවශ්‍යයි. ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ ජීවත් විය යුතුමයි.
මේ ලෝක පිළිකා මාසයේදී පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
පිළිකාව පරදන්න.
මාසයකට දවසක් පපුවට අත තියලා ස්වයන් පරීක්ෂාව කරගන්න. පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
Edith Cowan University offers an Australian university experience right here in Sri Lanka with a welcoming, inclusive and collaborative learning environment. We're focused on the future with the latest computer labs for computer science, cybersecurity and game design, creative spaces to read, research, create and innovate. With 16 straight years of 5-star teaching quality rating in Australia, extending to state-of-the-art labs and equipment. Join us now for a globally recognized Australian degree at Edith Cowan University, right here in Rajagiri, Sri Lanka.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel, because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the air specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක් වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් තික්නස් එක තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටොමාටෝ තියෙන්නේ කෝකේද?
මේකේ
එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටොමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
Shall we be civilized about this?
Why start now?
Move! I'll shoot you where you stand participating! Let's move it! Hurry!
You're sure it wasn't a dream? Okay.
Imagine the possibilities. Haley's Advantis.
ඔබේ පවුලට ඔබේ දරුවන්ට
ඔබේ ළබැදියන්ට මේ රටට
සහ ඔබට ඔබ අවශ්‍යයි. ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ ජීවත් විය යුතුමයි.
මේ ලෝක පිළිකා මාසයේදී පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
පිළිකාව පරදන්න. මාසයකට දවසක් පපුවට අත තියලා ස්වයන් පරීක්ෂාව කරගන්න. පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
Edith Cowan University offers an Australian university experience right here in Sri Lanka with a welcoming, inclusive and collaborative learning environment. We're focused on the future with the latest computer labs for computer science, cybersecurity and game design, creative spaces to read, research, create and innovate. With 16 straight years of 5-star teaching quality rating in Australia, extending to state-of-the-art labs and equipment, join us now for a globally recognized Australian degree at Edith Cowan University, right here in Rajagiri, Sri Lanka.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel, because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters. Providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the air specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක්වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් තික්නස් එක තියෙන කෝකෙද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටොමාටෝ තියෙන කෝකෙද?
මේකේ
එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටොමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
Shall we be civilized about this?
Why start now?
Move! I'll shoot you where you stand for disobeying! Let's move it! Hurry!
You're sure it wasn't a dream? Okay.
Imagine the possibilities. Haley's Advantis.
ඔබේ පවුලට ඔබේ දරුවන්ට
ඔබේ ළබැදියන්ට මේ රටට
සහ ඔබට ඔබ අවශ්‍යයි. ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ ජීවත් විය යුතුමයි.
මේ ලෝක පිළිකා මාසයේදී පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
පිළිකාව පරදන්න. මාසයකට දවසක් පපුවට අත තියලා සොයන් පරීක්ෂාව කරගන්න. පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
Edith Cowan University offers an Australian university experience right here in Sri Lanka with a welcoming, inclusive and collaborative learning environment. We're focused on the future with the latest computer labs for computer science, cybersecurity and game design, creative spaces to read, research, create and innovate. With 16 straight years of 5-star teaching quality rating in Australia, extending to state-of-the-art labs and equipment, join us now for a globally recognized Australian degree at Edith Cowan University, right here in Rajagiri, Sri Lanka.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel. Because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring, with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the Air Specialist.
ලංකාවට පිටතක් වල ජීවීන් දෙදෙනෙක් ගොඩ බැස ඇත.
ඒලියන්ස් ලැවිත් එයාලට අපේ රූපේ ගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. ඒලියන්ස්ලා
මේකේ කවුද රියල්? මම හොයාගන්නම්. වෙන දෙකකුත් ගේන්න. මේකේ රියල් පාට රියල් තික්නස් එක තියෙන කෝකෙද?
මේකේ
රියල් ටොමාටෝ තියෙන කෝකෙද?
මේකේ
එහෙනම් මේ සෝස් එක මොකද්ද?
එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස්.
රියල් ටොමාටෝ සෝස් කියන්නේ එඩින්බරෝ ටොමාටෝ සෝස් එකට කියලා. ටොමටේරියන්ස්ලා හොඳට දන්නවා.
Shall we be civilized about this?
Why start now?
Move! I'll shoot you where you stand for disobeying! Let's move it! Hurry!
You're sure it wasn't a dream? Okay.
Welcome back to the 19th annual LCBC Hockey Encounter, coming to you live from the AstroTurf of Colombo This is you are tuned in to Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, and with me I have Onaya Kulathunga, the captain of Bishop's College Hockey in 2022. So Onaya, give us a little bit of insight to how important this under-19 match is.
Thank you, Sajini. So the under-19 match is more so like the deciding match of the tournament, and that kind of decides which team and which school gets to retain the shield. So I believe it's like a very important match for both schools.
Yes. And given the fact that Seneca did mention a bunch of times that, the junior match does play a key role in the overall shield as well, right? So what would you say from the perspective of Bishop's College that, their intention should be when it comes to this under-19 match?
So since BC couldn't make it in the under-17 match, I believe BC should really focus on winning this match, and that would really get them in a good advantage and basically help them retain the shield. So I think BC should really be taking this seriously. Yeah.
And once again, this is the Bishop's College team card on the screen. Are there any key players you would say to watch out for?
Yes. So Micah Tennakorn being the captain of BC this year, one of the most skillful players I think BC has at the moment, along with Hannah Daniel, who is also the vice captain, and the previous captain Netra. So those three are the most senior and skilled players that we have.
All right. And now we have the team card of Ladies College on screen. We also have Seneca Disanaika with us, the counterpart to the LC captaincy in 2022 as well. So tell us a little bit about who to watch out for.
So in the LC team also, we have players who've been playing same age group as Micah, for example, Amani Imran, and the captain, of course, Anya Beratna, Talia Di Fonseca, Pranali Puto. They've all played, I think, for nationals together for Colombo, and they've gone abroad for many tournaments. So yes, I think those are the players to watch out for in ladies.
All right. And, as both of you did captain the same year, the year 2022, what would you say, the biggest difference? As you can see, I think it's, out of not playing and the turf being different and everything like that. What would you say over the span of 3 years that, the biggest differences and, what is the same?
I think the biggest difference we see is the turf being much better and in better condition. Because when we used to play, we were looking for the ball half the time.
Yeah, we would have to fold the carpet out and back in if we wanted to position the ball, because it was so damaged, I would say.
Yeah, and I think there was a point in our match where the ball was under the carpet for a good 5 minutes. I think we've seen a lot of improvements in hockey for both schools this year, and better playing conditions, and I believe skills also have improved for both teams. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. I think, again, because of the turf, you can see you can pass easy, you can take shots easier, it travels faster, whereas if a court is damaged, it's so unpredictable as to where the ball would go, even if you pass to someone. It's lovely to see the bright blue turf. I wish we could have played on something like this.
Yeah, definitely wish we could have, but good to see at least one of the generations benefit from the turf.
We now get ready for the school hymns to be sung for both schools for the under-19 match as well. I believe this is also a new tradition of, bringing in some of the younger school members for either side. This is something new as well. So, a really sweet tradition this one is, and it's really, really lovely to see, past and present and the future of, these two particular leading girls schools as well out on the pitch as well, because no doubt this is a really good experience for, these youngsters as well, to kind of stand with their seniors and, face their schools and their crowds. It's definitely a good precedent for them as well. Once again, something new that we haven't seen quite often in these LCBC encounters as well. A little bit of a huddle with the youngsters, cheering for their schools, no doubt, setting a good atmosphere. It's very wholesome to see on a screen as well. And as you can hear, the crowds are so loud, they're anticipating this match as well. As you can see, very, very happy tones set for this match. No doubt going to contrast with the absolute, seriousness of this game as well for both these two schools, for both these two sides as well. But yes, as we do have two captains here from each two respective schools, can you please tell us a little bit about, what their game plan should be? If you were still captaining these two particular teams, what would your strategy be from both sides of the coin?
I would say, obviously, like I said, hockey is a low-scoring game, but sometimes one goal seals that game. So, of course, we strategize to get our goals through penalty corners, through whatever advantage we have. So, hopefully, both sides have plotted and planned to grab that shield.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I think both teams, we often focus on scoring goals. But I think more so we should just focus on the game and moving the ball faster, because at the end of the day, it's a team game. If you focus on the goal, sometimes we tend to play more of an individual game. So I suggest that, both teams focus on enjoying the game without really trying to get that goal in, although it is a priority. Yeah.
For sure. Even the under 17, it was so fast-paced.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to see.
Once again, just a few moments, few final, huddles before this game does start, before we do see a lot of action here, coming to you live from the AstroTurf as well. Once again, the weather doesn't seem to be... But again, this is something that, as Seneca mentioned, the players are used to, these types of settings, these types of, the cloudiness, the gloom, and the rain that does follow as well. And Seneca, given the fact that the senior team lost quite significantly, I would say, the ladies' college team, it hasn't been that much of a gap, I would say, in terms of, loss for ladies' college, where they lost 3-0 in the previous year, which was kind of... how would you say that ladies' college should respond to this? What do you think they should do different, especially this time round?
So, of course, coming back from last year, LC needs to learn to keep their hopes up, even though they're the underdogs, to have confidence and courage in their players, in their senior players, and literally work as a team, do the passes just like they did in under 17, and also make sure their defense is strong. I think our captain plays defense, for example, so I have some faith in our defense, and hopefully the attack continues like under 17. No bias, Onaya.
Yeah, I mean, now since I'm no longer captain, I really don't have any biases towards any team. End of the day, there has to be a winner. So I think, agreeing with Seneca, LC should probably focus on those things. And also coming back to BC, I think BC has had a good comeback from last year, having scored 3 goals in one go, scored by Bhagya, one of the previous vice captains BC has had. So this year I think BC should just focus on keeping up the same pace and working towards doing better as well. But I'm sure and confident that the team has trained hard, as we always do, and we have a bunch of skilled players that have even gone to national level and gone for international tournaments as well. So I think both schools are looking confident and really prepped and pumped up to get into the game. So let's see what happens.
And just for everyone listening in, both Seneca and Unaya being the respective captains from Ladies College and Bishop's College in the year 2022, you have both played for Colombo schools. What would you say that experience is like, especially utilizing it in a game like LCBC, as from both sides there are players who have been in a similar position, who have played for Colombo schools. What would you say that wealth of experience brings into a game like this one, especially for the rest of the team and for the players themselves?
That's a good question, actually. Colombo Schools teaches you to be flexible, to play multiple positions. So I think it's like also understanding the game better. That was my experience. So, you don't just, let's say in school, normally you are given that one position and that's sealed for you to play each year for the game. But you understand how the other positions play, your halves, your defense, how to interact with them. And I think it's a great experience. It's almost like a camp. It goes on for like multiple days. It's strenuous. It's fitness. It's everything. And I can.
Yeah, I mean, Colombo Schools is one of like the tournaments. If you played, like Seneca said, you're familiar with almost every position because you're not allowed to stick to one position, especially since there's a lot of rotation that happens. And it also teaches you to like take kind of sit back even on the bench. It doesn't prove that you're not a skilled player. It's just that you need to give each player brings a different skill towards the game, and there are different points that each player needs to be utilized. So I think that experience is also given to players during that tournament, and of course to blend in with different kind of players, to have better communication, because when you're in a school team you're very familiar with the players, but here in Colombo Schools you're exposed to different types of players from different areas of Colombo. So communication as a team, I think, really improves. Is improved when you take part in Colombo Schools. Yeah. So I think Seneca, this is the first time I'm experiencing commentating for a match.
That's a good point. Yeah, honestly. But like I said, we played some while back, so we can learn to be biased and maybe balance each other.
Yeah. 3 years ago, we probably not even want to talk to each other on this day.
That's so true.
It's funny how these matches are now just very friendly games that we see being played. Yeah.
Of course.
But as the two of you did mention, when you're in school, it's a completely different atmosphere. It's a completely different vibe, and LCBC is something that both schools take so seriously. So, like the mindsets of these players are definitely still in the win zone, or, the not entirely friendly competition, but it's still very much competition, right? So, like, what would you say the importance of LCBC is, especially when the two of you were captain? How much did it kind of like range or govern like your year? Like, how big of a deal was it, for as something that we will be seeing through the determination of the players?
Yeah, I think honestly in that year, like for example Micah and Anya, it must be the biggest thing they have this year. At least it was like that for us.
Yeah.
It was like a make or break, and funny enough, they're here maybe because it was joint champs.
Yeah. It was definitely a big deal. It is like do or die. You bring that shield or you don't go back to school. But since it was joint champs, I think it saved the both of us to a certain extent.
That's true.
But I think what we both can say is that at the end of the day, we're both hockey players, and I think we value our friendship now, although we might not have, because these friendships you create during school, even from the opposite school, it takes you a long way.
For sure, because at the end of the day, you go, you work, get jobs, and this becomes like what do you call it? A beautiful memory.
A beautiful memory, exactly, yeah. So I guess enjoy while you can.
Alright, and these two will be, walking you through this whole entire game as it goes on for both quarters. So definitely that will be biased, but it'll be completely balanced out. And really this game is anybody's game at this point. Bishop's College need to win this game in order to be joint champions, because as Seneca did mention, Ladies College won the under-17 match, a decisive match, because now that they have that advantage, the most Bishop's College can do to draw this match is by winning this match. So they need to prevent Ladies College, the under 19 team, from, taking this victory in order to retain the shield that they won so successfully last year as well. So just a few more moments before play, and we are no doubt in for a very, very exciting game of hockey.
Oh shit, it's so busy. It's so nice to see. Yeah, I know.
Alright, it looks like it's BC's ball, and that is our center forward, number 4, ready to start the match. Both teams prepared to somehow get this in the first few minutes. I think the crowd is watching in anticipation to who takes the ball in the first few minutes.
I think these, if I remember correctly, this is the most nerve-wracking
moment.
Like your heart is beating so fast. It's like...
And I remember being the center forward and feeling the same way. And I think, Seneca, you were the center forward too, right? Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. All right, number 4, they are passing it on to their center half. It's taken to the wings. That's Hannah Daniel, the vice captain of BC.
LC takes a pass, and it's a leg ball, turnover to BC again.
That's Dinara Kumar taking the ball. Good pass to the wings there. Let's hope, and unfortunately BC misses the ball. Moves on to Ladies College now.
Minel De Fonseca, we saw her earlier today in the under 17. After a rest, she's back again with a shot.
Good stop there by Netra Mukesh Shankar, the previous BC captain from last year.
Back to Minel.
LC takes the ball. It's stopped by Netra Mukesh Shankar again. She's trying to convert the ball into the wings. It feeds into the wings, but unfortunately, looks like they are stopped, and LC has the ball.
Ball is in the D, and back to BC. A lot of play on the right there, I can see.
And that Dinara Kumar takes a hit. The LC players are able to stop it. LC moves towards their attack in 25. It's back towards BC. Amisha, they are taking the ball. And there is an out ball, and that gives LC the advantage closer to their attack in 25.
Minel takes another shot, undercut. So the ball goes back to BC. I think this game is played in quarters. So we have, this is 15-15 a quarter. So this is our first quarter. Just 2.5 minutes down. And the BC
team is taking a hit. Let's hope that this is converted. And there you go. LC takes the ball, moving towards the attacking 25. Good tackle there by Maika Tennakon, the captain of BC. Passes it on to the wing. That is Ira, one of our attackers. Vice captain there, passing it on to the captain. Unfortunately, they're unable to stop it, but LC is on the go.
Taken by Sohanya as she tries to clear the two players. A good pass to Amani Imran as she attempts down the line and out, but as it's a leg ball.
You can see that both teams are working really hard to convert a goal, and good energy from both teams. Although it is a gloomy day, I think rainy days are our advantage.
A shot into the goal.
Netra Mukesh Shankar passes it out of the D. The Hannah Daniels runs towards the ball, trying to pass it up towards the attackers.
As Talia De Fonseca tries to stop it, but the ball back to BC.
BC moving forward. Let's hope they're able to take it up. And and it is BC ball. Like Maika Tennakon, the captain of Bishop's College, passes it on to their attackers.
Close in the D. Bishops is close, and Bishops is awarded a penalty corner. Ladies needs to be careful to avoid leg balls, as this penalty corners are one of the crucial ways in which any team can score. So to avoid getting those leg balls, and also when you're attacking, to get the ball in is, I think, every team's goal.
Yes, and I remember penalty corners being very exhausting when we used to play. I think our match we had about, I can't even count, but
there was so many.
Yeah, it was very stressful. Right, that's Amisha, one of our strikers. Looking geared up and ready to take that penalty corner.
A nice push. And stopped by Talia De Fonseca as she attempts to clear it out. As you can see, the water is really an obstruction to the pushers and the passers on this court.
Yeah.
Because you need to put 2 times the power to make sure it goes over the muddy turf.
Yeah, I do recall that. A good job there by Talia. Really did an amazing job trying to get the ball out of their defending
Anya
25.
Aberatna, as usual, with her strong shots, but a nice stop. And since it's a leg ball, it's given back as Talia starts with no stopping. An unfortunate pass.
Alina Fauzi takes the ball, passes it on, but Ladies College is able to retain their ball, and Talia puts in huge amount of effort there to retain the ball.
And the ball goes back to LC as Minel De Fonseca comes down to take it and help her team. A good shot there, but is bounced off her. Bounced off the BC stick. Minel De Fonseca yet again to take the shot. Nicely given to her sister.
Good tackle there by Dinar Kumar. Looks like the crowd is really energetic and pumped up, supporting both teams, their respective schools.
The BC fullback is ready to take a shot. And an unfortunate leg ball mishap by the LC forward there.
Amisha striving towards that ball. And
a turnover to LC. The LC skipper takes her shot. A nice powerful one, but stormed by a sea of purple there.
Good one there by Alina Fauzi as she takes the ball forward and given to our attackers from BC. BC number 4 taking it up, and that is a penalty corner for BC. The BC team prepping their game plan for their penalty corner, while the LCites are ready to not let their ball be converted to a goal at any cost.
The four in the goal are Anya Aberatna, the captain, Talia Defonseca, Minal Defonseca, and Visiti Aberatna. With Pranali Brito, quite an experienced goalkeeper. Let's see how they make their effort.
There we go, Amisha, one of our strikers, ready to take that penalty corner, anticipating a conversion.
Seems to be grey clouds over the bright blue turf.
There's Maika Tennakon takes a shot, but LC is able to stop the ball. Talia Defonseca there. And the ball is given to LC.
As Anya Aberatna takes the ball with the wind.
And Hannah Daniel stops that ball, moves towards the attack in 25. And it is BC's ball. Hannah Daniel, vice captain of Bishop's College, takes that shot right into the D. And it is not a goal. That was a close one though.
Very close one. Luckily to LC's save was Pranali Brito, the goalkeeper.
That is Netra Mukesh Shankar, the previous captain of Bishop's College last year.
As the rain pours, it's difficult. I remember even 3 years ago, this was our game. The rain is it's like pellets, and it's difficult to give your shots. And
yeah, it was much worse for us because we didn't even have a great turf to play on.
That's so true.
There we go. Maika Tennakon passes it on to the vice captain of Bishop's College. And there she goes, striving towards the goal. Taken forward by Ira, our left extreme. Number 15, Anya, ready to take her shot. Tirsha from Bishop's College, tackling and moving forward.
Shot
That's
into
a good
the D.
shot. Yeah. Unfortunately, there was no one to receive that, but that would have been a close call.
It's raining hard.
Guys, as players, when the clouds are like this grey, does it really affect your vision when you come, when it comes to seeing the ball and continuing the game? Is it like that much of a difference in a normal game of hockey?
Well, it does affect your vision if it's very heavy rain, but usually with mild rain, we can manage, and I think it's also a bit of an advantage because we feel less tired with no sun. But then again, rain like this could be an advantage because of the blurry vision that sometimes could occur.
Yeah, for sure. And I think for me, what I remember most is, there's an interesting play there.
Yeah, and that looks like, okay, the referee says play on, and it's LC's ball. That good tackle there by, good dribbling by Tisha from BC, and good defense by LC as well. That's Anya taking her shot, knocks on one of the BC girls' legs, and that is a turnover to BC, as it was an out ball. And
I think due to weather being quite, as you can see, the flags are just like soaring with the terrible wind, and sometimes the rain is too hard. It's like cannot even see the ball. The players have been asked to
retrieve to their tents.
There was just about 1.5 minutes left of play of this half, but unfortunately it looks like the rain has, you can see on screen, it seems to be so super windy. There would be no point in, playing this half, if I've gotten that right.
Yeah, if it continues to get worse, I think we may have to pause for a bit.
Yeah.
But let's hope for the best.
So it's not looking very good right now here at the turf. The wind is coming straight into the media box, so can't even imagine what it's like on the field right now. So we'll be heading into a short commercial break until the rain seemingly clears up. But until then, remember to stay tuned on to the Papre Sri Lanka's #1 sports broadcasting channel, and we will be back with you very, very soon for the remaining of this half. Welcome back everyone to the 19th annual LCBC hockey encounter between these two schools, these two very widely known, very popular schools, Ladies College and Bishop's College, here coming to you live from the AstroTurf, which has taken a little bit of an intermission of about like half an hour because of the heavy rains that, this rain is no shock to these two schools. LCBC always consistently has one thing, which is pouring rain, and sometimes it does cause a lapse in the game as well, or sometimes it is something that these people play through. But unfortunately this time round there has to have been a lapse because the rain was so strong. But now things have seemed to kind of calm down, which is looking good. So now the teams, as you can see on screen, Bishop's College has now entered the turf. They're warming up once again. We do have about 1.5 minutes of the first quarter to go, and after that we will be heading back into another break, and then it will be the rest of the quarters as well. With me I have Onaya here as well. Onaya, how is it after such an intermission, when there is a break in the game? How would you say, with lightning just striking around us as well, how would you say such a lapse would affect the game?
Well, it does cause a lot of anticipation within both teams. A lot of overthinking, because these teams have prepped for maybe months for this game. So once they are in the game, they just want to score and keep it moving forward, right? So this does cause a little bit of a demotivation for the teams.
and builds up a bit of anxiety. But I think this also just wants them to like come back in with more power and more determination to win the game.
Yes, and also like you mentioned, there is definitely a lapse in momentum because, you know, like you said, hockey it is a fast-paced game. It is a game that, you know, a goal can be scored like in a fraction where someone's looking away, looking at the wrong side, as we did see in the junior match, which is what happened. And you know, it's definitely something that, you know, this is definitely not a favorable condition for anybody. I mean, take a look at the other side. We have Sugdadasa Stadium. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from here, where the Hemans has also gotten delayed because of this rain. So it's really impacting every sport right about now as well. So, you know, this is definitely not something favorable, but it is Sri Lanka, it is the monsoon, it is, this is something that's not new to us, but, you know, definitely is something that no sportswoman or man wants to see. But yes.
Yeah, definitely, Sajini, and I think like with lightning and all of that, that really did affect the pause in the game because it's not safe to play in such conditions. But you know, I think in terms of our turf, the reason that turf is getting flooded is because of like the lack of resources, especially like in Sri Lanka. But you know, internationally, usually a hockey game would keep going irrespective of the rain. But I think both teams are still in their spirits, so they still want to get back, and I think BC started warming up. So let's hope that, you know, both teams are still ready to like get back into the game.
Exactly, and like you mentioned before, there is still the first quarter of this game that hasn't been completed yet. There are still like under 2 minutes to go, so that definitely needs to be done. So, you know, then the teams can have like a fresh outlook going into the second quarter before the rain kind of, you know, took that away. But as you can see, it's kind of slowing down.
Yeah, definitely slowing down. I think that's a good sign, and less flooded. The turf looks less flooded as well, so which means the ball will have like easier movement on the turf and easier for both teams as well. Because I think in the previous quarter, like players who usually have really strong hits weren't able to convert the balls because of the heavy winds and the shower.
As you can see, Bishop's College seems to be ready to go. Ladies College hasn't really left that tent quite yet. So I feel like once that does happen, we will have a game underway.
I think even though the rains are stopping, they are also looking for signs of the lightning to stop, which is quite a dangerous thing to play on the turf with.
Yeah, I don't think we've played like that before when there was lightning as well. So that was definitely a safety call, a good safety call by both teams. I think the crowd is getting going and motivating the teams to get back on track and play the game.
Alright, as having experience playing this sport, is there usually an adjustment in your game plan once when something like this happens, when there is a huge intermission as well? Do you have to alter things that you have already planned for, and if so, do you already formulate those anticipating such a break in the game?
Yeah, definitely, because for example, like sometimes the players play with their long shots and those are their strengths, but if, as you can see, when there are water puddles, it will stop within like not even 10 meters. So you have to really change, you have to play with passes, you can't play with clearing or shots.
Yeah, and you know, when it comes to rainy days, we usually use like air balls, like skills like scoops to move the ball, because hits and passes, like Seneca said, is not very effective. And also in terms of the press that we use in the game. We use, like, if we used a longer press, we would switch to a shorter press when it comes to the raining conditions. So yeah, game plans and strategies really do change when the weather changes as well.
Yeah, I think we can look forward to any players with good slap shots, good scoops. Those are what you, I suppose, look for in a rainy condition like this. So you can see the umpires walking to each other, still trying to decide, because the rain is it just doesn't stop coming down.
Yeah, and we can hear a bit of thunder as well, so that's a bit concerning. But we really hope the teams do get to play, because they've come such a long way to prepare for this day. And I think, looking back to even when we used to play, it would have been really disappointing if we didn't get to showcase what we prepared for.
Have you all ever been part of an occasion where there has been like an LCBC that has been interrupted with the rain and you all haven't been able to have a conclusive winner of this match?
I don't think we haven't decided a winner because of weather conditions, but there have been pauses due to weather. I think there was a slight pause in our year. I think there was, especially since the turf wasn't in good condition as well and it was raining. I think Seneca, that's what happened.
Yeah, it was both actually, and like you said, you need certain things that can push the water away to maintain this turf, which I don't know if Sri Lanka has.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned before as well, because international matches usually don't get affected by weather conditions as such. So hopefully maybe a few years later we will be able to witness a LCBC where the rain doesn't really stop the game. I think the crowd is getting really hyped up and hyping both teams up to get back motivated and play the game. That is nice to see, and I think school children from both schools are here with different types of boards and creative things to support their friends.
Yeah, it's glad to see that some people are leaving, but some people are staying. They are yet to wait to see the result of this game and support their friends and colleagues.
I think that really highlights the school spirit from both schools, as I think the previous day usually we have a cheer for both teams as well in their respective schools to get their spirits up, looking forward for the big match. And there I think BC is entering the turf.
BC has seemed to be entering the turf quite a bit, but we haven't once seen Ladies College step out from under their tent, so not sure what the discussion is within the school of red and white, but Bishop's College is no doubt ready to play. They are warming up, they are having their discussions, they're ready to go, but on the other hand, not too sure what's going on the other side, but it's looking like they are going to continue playing very, very soon.
Yes, I think I'll see coaches are always scared of our players getting wet and sick, because I'll never forget in my year also some of our best players got shivers and because of the rain. I mean, that's the only reason I can think of. And maybe because of thunder and lightning, we're not sure whether to start yet. But some passes like the Bishops team is doing right now would also be good.
Until the final verdict is decided, we'll head into a very short commercial break, but we will be back on the other side with what we feel like is going to be some continued play that we will be seeing here live from the AstroTurf. But until then, once again, we are tuned into the Papre, Sri Lanka's #1 sports broadcasting channel, so make sure to stay tuned and we will see you on the other side with the game.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel. Because they are in the air, blowing, flowing, soaring, with a purpose that drives us at Daikin. A purpose to perfect the air, a purpose to provide comfort that promises security. In the smallest yet most cherished spaces that we create, to the grandest spaces, every space matters, providing comfortable and secure spaces for all, for generations to come. Because we have the passion and the right technology, and we believe in the infinite potential of people to craft a greener tomorrow, a sustainable future. Together, we brighten the future. We, the Air Specialist.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
They bowled really well here watching in Sri Lanka on the Papare or Dialogue TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare. The Papare.
Welcome back to the 19th annual LCBC encounter between Ladies College and Bishop's College. After quite a few intermissions, we are now officially back once again to finish up this first quarter of this match, which has about 1.5 minutes left of play. There has been a lot of bad weather conditions here at the AstroTurf all around Colombo, actually causing delays in even the Heymans that we can see in the Sugardasa Stadium as well, but that game is afoot as well. So this game is about to be afoot too. Lightning has kind of made the conditions a little bit dodgy, but it's all looking good so far. And Bishop's College is clearly ready to play. Ladies College yet to leave that end, but it is looking like this game is going to continue. Maybe even just this 1.5 minutes to kind of finish up this quarter. Once again, the rain is starting to come down a little bit stronger, but it's not looking like the conditions are going to ease up at any point, is it, Onaya?
Doesn't look like that, Sajani, but it looks like it is a playing condition at the moment. So I believe that's why now the referees have also given their signal to start the game, and BC has already formed their positions on the turf. I think LC is getting ready too. I see the players moving, trying to move outside and taking off their jackets. And yes, I was right. LC is too getting prepared to set back into the turf.
It just seems to be like the rain just keeps coming and coming.
And finally, LC is ready to go, warming up, taking a few sprints across the turf, across the half court. The rain really did impact both teams, and it's glad to see both teams back in the game, although the lightning is continuing to strike. So we really hope that they play a fast game. And yeah.
How does lightning affect the game of hockey overall? As someone who is unfamiliar with, the conditions of, I mean it's kind of self-explanatory how it would affect a game in a pool, right? But like how does it affect a game for all those who don't know a game like this?
I think it's in hockey, since it's in an open space, and it's easier to get stuck, especially since our sticks are also made out of carbon nowadays, the modern sticks. Seneca, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know. Basically, as simple as any lightning incident or lightning accident, you see anything that conducts electricity could get struck by lightning, whether it be the stick or even the players. So it's always a caution when doing any sports or any games to make sure that you don't play under those conditions. But this game obviously cannot be stopped after not even finishing a quarter. So
Yeah, and
I suppose they are going to start.
yeah,
Is there some sort of limit that if you reach a certain minute of a match or a certain point of a match, that you could say that it's over or something like that? Like, is there like a decisive particular minute if say this rain doesn't ease up, what would be the decisive mark for them to conclude the game?
I guess at least if they play until halftime, that would be enough time to like kind of decide. It seems like the coaches are having a small discussion, the LC coaches, with the referees.
Yes, I think it may have been our coaches. From what I know, they wouldn't want our players to play in the heavy rain and probably refuse to let them go from that tent, but delaying their warm-up a bit and delaying the placement of the 11 players.
And I think they are starting from where they paused in the previous quarter, which is still ongoing with 1 minute left. And I think that those are the positions the players are getting back to, with BC taking the ball. A blind pass there by BC.
And the ball is given to LC. Minal de Fonseca back again on the field. Takes her shot. With the rain, it doesn't reach where she wants to, but it reaches her sister's stick after a bit of a fight. With the rain, Talia goes.
And that is BC ball. Good tackle there by Maika Tennakon, the captain of Bishop's College for this year. And there we go, Dinara, a fullback, taking a hit. And it reaches our attackers, which is a good sign for BC. And that is a turnover, and that is LC's ball.
Because of the rain, it's difficult to see where your shots go. As you can see, normally Anya Aberatna, the fullback, her shot would have reached across the field.
Hannah Daniel, the vice captain of Bishop's College, tries to take a snapshot, but like Seneca says, the weather conditions are really stopping them from reaching their full potential.
It reaches Amani Imran, the right extreme of this game, as she tries to take the ball while it stops in puddles. A good attempt as she keeps going and gives a back pass.
And that lands in the hands of Bishop's College, and LC trying to fight for the ball. LC trying hard. And it's LC's ball, and Talia going for the ball.
And the ball is turned over to
Bishop's College, and Dinara taking the hit, and doesn't seem like hits are the best way to go. So I think the players will have to switch to a better alternative.
And the ball goes to LC. Minal de Fonseca again. Watching her sister, marked by a Bishopian.
That was Sanuki from Bishop's College, one of the youngest players in the team. That's LC's ball. Talia de Fonseca, one of LC's most senior players, striving towards the penalty circle. It's good tackle there by Maika Tennakon, the captain of Bishop's College. Both teams really trying hard here to score a goal, and that ends the first quarter of the match. So the teams will be going for a quick break.
Yeah, so that is the end of the first quarter. The second quarter will be beginning in just about 5 minutes. Once again, here is the result of the first quarter with 0 points for either school on the board. And obviously that was a very, very extended first quarter, struck through the middle by simply just so much rain. But now the teams are at it again, and we will see you on the other side for the second quarter. So make sure to stay tuned on this 19th LCBC hockey encounter. A small commercial break of just 5 minutes. We will see you very, very soon. And we are back again, coming to you live from the 19th LCBC annual encounter, getting ready for the second quarter.
BC still has the ball since it's just the end of the first quarter, moving into the second. So both teams anticipating a good game from both sides, and hopefully one of the teams are able to score a goal. Alina Fauzi from Bishop's College takes the ball up, and
a leg ball there by the LC in, and the ball is given to Bishops. A good LC needs to fall back and play.
Alina Fauzi taking the ball again into the attack in 25. Good pass there by Amisha, and that was in the attack in 25 in the penalty circle, but unfortunately it seems to have been a foul by BC, and now it's LC's ball. Looks like the Lightning is getting a little out of hand, so let's hope and pray that the girls are still able to play a good game. Amisha there from Bishop's College, and that's a leg ball from ladies, giving Bishop's College an advantage to move towards their attack in 25. Again, that's BC's ball, 5-meter rule. Alina Fauzi working hard and really trying to get into that D. That's Micah Tendakon, the captain of Bishop's College. Good back pass there by Micah. Hannah Daniel, the vice captain of Bishop's College.
And yet another long corner
for BC. Micah really trying to get into the D, but looks like the water puddles are really affecting the movement of the ball. That's LC's ball now. Anya Aberatna taking that hit. Again, the water puddles are really coming in the way, but that's Hannah Daniel with
the ball really seems to be stopping in places where the players don't want it to stop.
And all right. Now in the attack in 25, Bishop's College really stands a chance. Micah Tennakon moving towards the D with trying to dribble her way through. That's Hannah Daniel.
And now it's LC's ball. Fullback and captain Anya Aberatna comes to take that shot yet again. The rain is an obstruction as usual.
That's a leg ball for LC, which gives BC an advantage. All right, Hannah Daniel, vice captain of Bishop's College, really trying hard to get into that attack in 25 and score that goal. And there she goes with a hit right into the D and does not make it there.
Taken out by Minel De Fonseca as she tries to pass. With the rain, the ball.
Good tackle there by Bishop's College. And Alina Fauzi is now ready to take the ball. Back pass there to captain Micah. Micah passes to the vice captain.
Passes really are the way to play in this rainy weather conditions, as shots don't really go where you want it to go. So you have to come close to your player and support. Some nice skills there by Amani.
Yeah. And Seneca, I think it will be really advantageous of both teams if they start using a little bit of scoops and air balls, because snapshots are really not moving. And they're finally scooped by Bishop's
That's the first sign
College.
of a scoop.
Yeah. As we saw there, the scoops really do travel far more than the shots and the slap shots.
Hannah Daniel there trying to take it down the line with Talia on her. A leg ball, and it's back to Hannah.
Hannah really dribbling through the LC players, and that's a good shot by Hannah Daniel, vice captain of Bishop's College. But the receive... Okay, there we go. Tirsha from Bishop's College really moving towards that goal. And it is a penalty corner for Bishop's College.
Ladies College there trying to explain to the umpire.
Okay, we're watching a
but
replay.
failing.
Watching a replay of what just happened.
Supposedly a leg ball.
And they are right there. It seems like a leg. And yeah, it is a penalty for Bishop's College. Looks like LC is in a bit of a disadvantage situation with one of their rushers having to move out.
A good push through the...
Unfortunately, BC is unable to convert that penalty corner. And there is LC's ball. Given to Anya Aberatna.
A nice pass as Talia De Fonseca tries to take the ball down. A good pass to her player. Leg ball, and it's back to Ladies College. Talia De Fonseca starts from where she comes.
And good tackle there by Micah Tennacorn. And it is back to Bishop's College. Micah scanning the field and gives a
lovely
good
scoop. As you mentioned, Anaya, scoops are the most essential in this game. And she used a beautiful one there to give it to her extreme. And taking advantage of that play, Bishops tries to shoot into the D. An attempt at a scoop there, but goes straight to the BC player. The play continues.
I think both teams are really fighting hard to get that ball. Now with the LC team, Talia De Fonseca, as she goes with the air ball, lifting the ball up in the air.
She tries.
Good dribble there by Talia.
And a leg ball.
I think one of the most skillful players Ladies College has at the moment is Talia, and a very experienced player as well. A pass back to Bishop's College.
Due to an obstruction there.
And Netra Mukesh Shankar, the previous captain of BC. And there goes to Ira as she takes the ball forward.
Ranika Patrina trying there through the rain.
Looks like the ball's moving back and forth between both teams, and that was a good scoop by LC. I think the teams are really getting hang of the way to go with the game in the current weather conditions.
Talia De Fonseca gets the ball, watches her player, tries to go from the lines.
And that
is blocked.
Hannah Daniel
A nice block there. Minel De Fonseca trying to take that shot. A good effort.
Netra Mukesh Shankar taking control of the ball, passing it back to the vice captain, Hannah Daniel, and looks like that was body play by Ladies College. And now Micah Tennakon with the beautiful scoop all the way close to the 50 line, but fortunately Bishop's College is unable to retain that ball. And he moves to Ladies.
A lovely... Oh.
That all right, looks like the ball is with BC at the moment, but good
Taken
tackle
back
there.
by Visiti.
Good tackle there by Ladies College, but good defense by Alina Fauzi.
Talia De Fonseca starts from where the obstruction happens.
Beautiful carry
A
there
new
by
trick.
It looks like it's BC's ball. Amisha there going on with the BC ball, and it is BC's ball. Alina Fauzi back again. Alina Fauzi passes the ball to the extreme.
Down the line. Bishops is attempting at the D.
A good one there by BC, and unfortunately I think there was a foul, so it's back to LC. LC really trying hard to get to their attacking 25. Let's hope they do.
Anya Aberatna looking for a gap. Nice pass. As a player tries to make it through.
The Talia De Fonseca moving towards the D along the line.
And the ball is back to Ladies. As the rain keeps pouring through the rain, Talia tries to...
Good sportsmanship there by both teams, looking out for each other. Looks like both teams are really, really trying hard. The ball moving back and forth. LC attempts to go into the D. Good block there by Ladies College.
A back pass there and down to her in.
Netra Mukesh Shankar there with trying to block the ball. BC is really going hard in with that defense. Hannah Daniel, vice captain there again.
And the ball goes back to Ladies College as the fullback and captain Anya Aberatna comes down to try and take that shot.
Talia from Ladies College moving forward with that ball. Dribbles her way through into the 25. Tries her best to get it in, but there we go. Alina Fauzi from Bishop's College, and BC is with the ball at the moment. It's BC's ball. Alina Fauzi passing it on to her back.
A good interception there by Minal de Fonseca as she attempts to go to the goal.
Hannah Daniel trying hard to retain the ball, but looks like Elsie gets the ball and moves it through their players. Micah Tennacorn, the captain of Bishop's College, lovely scoop over there by Micah, and right through Tilsha, one of our top strikers, to BC. BC is going towards the goal, and let's hope that they to make it, but looks like Elsie coming in by Elsie. Yes, good defense by Elsie right there. Ira Vadud, the ball, and it looks like it is. It's the end of the second quarter.
So that concludes the 2 quarters, and that's the halftime, with the scores ending in 0-all. Both teams attempted. Bishop's attack going quite strong, a little bit stronger than the LC team. And we will be back to you.
Yes, and that wraps up the second quarter for this encounter. Now we head into halftime, and we'll be back with 2 more quarters. Once again, no goals on the board, so all to play for in these final 2 quarters, hoping the weather will take it a little bit easy on these players. But until then, we will head into a short commercial break and be back on the other side. Once again, you are tuned into the Papre, Sri Lanka's #1 sports broadcaster, and we will see you very, very soon.
අයිබෝන් මම නිපුන් මදුරංග මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි 7s ටූර්නමන්ට් එකත් එක්ක මම ඉන්නේ CRNFC ක්‍රීඩාංගණේ. අපි ගිහින් බලමු මේ සැරේ මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි 7s ටූර්නමන්ට් එකේ සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථා මොනවද කියලා. What do you think about this event?
Really big event. We don't hear about Sri Lankan rugby in England, so it's surprising to see how many people are here and how many players there are. It's really well organised, yeah.
So Dan, any thoughts of level in rugby in Sri Lanka?
Really good. Surprisingly, again, we don't hear much about Sri Lankan rugby, so it's good to come over here and see how high quality the Sevens rugby is. Yeah.
මුලින්ම මම කියන්න ඕනේ මේකේ ටයිටල් ස්පොන්සර් මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි 7 විදිහට තමයි ටූර්නමන්ට් එක අපි යන්නේ. ඉතින් මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මුලින්ම තෑන්ක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපේ සමගාමී වෙන්න ඉතුරු සියලුම ස්පොන්සර්ස්ලා අපේ මීඩියා පපරේස් සුප්‍රීම් ටීවී සුප්‍රීම් SFM වගේ කට්ටිය ඒ හැමෝම මම විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒත් එක්කම මේ ටීම්ස් වලට විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ටීම්ස් එක ඒගොල්ලෝගේ පාර්ටිසිපේෂන් එක නැත්නම් අපිට ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් කරන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඒතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි මේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකේ මේන්ම පාර්ට් එක. so ඒගොල්ලන්ට especially thank කරන්න ඕනේ and my committee, so they done a wonderful job here. ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ organize කරන හැම දෙයකම කරපු විදියට especially thank කරන්න ඕනේ.
එතන කිව්වොත් මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාව අපි වැඩි practice sessions තිබ්බේ නැහැ. අපි සති දෙකක් විතර එකට ඇවිල්ලා පොඩි sessions ටිකක් තියලා මේ video sessions ටිකක් අපි ඔක්කොම එකට හිටියා. මේ tournament එක මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩාක් මේ වගේ tournament එකක් ගහන එක අපිට ඒ වගේ ඒෂියා රග්බි සීරීස් එකක් යන්න මේ ගොඩක් උදව් වෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ players ලා ඔක්කොම against ඉදපු එකේ දැන් අපි ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා මේ ලංකාව වෙනුවෙන් හොඳ මේ සුදාමයක ඉන්නවා.
ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඒෂියා 7s රග්බි ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් ගැන ලොකු බලාපොරොත්තුවක් ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් විදිහට අපිට තියාගන්න පුළුවන්.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්.
ගොඩක් සතුටුයි. හැමෝටම ලොකු chance එකක්. ඉතින් මම හැමෝගෙම ඉල්ලනවා ඊළඟ පාර ගොඩක් අය අපට තරගයක් වෙන්න එන්න කියලා.
දේශීය සත් සමාජික රග්බිටියේ උද්වේගකර උණුසුම් සත් සමාජික රග්බි තරගාවලිය මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි 7s 2025 තරගමාලාව මේ අයුරින් කොළඹ ලන්ඩන් ප්ලේස් CRNFC ක්‍රීඩාංගණයේදී නිමාව දකිනවා. මම නිපුන් මధుරංග ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකයේ ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ද පපරේ සමග.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement.
මම දැන් ඉන්නේ රේස්කෝස් ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ South Asian Super Cup 2025 තරගාවලියේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ටීම් එක සහ මෝල්ඩිව්ස් ටීම් එක අතර තමයි අද තරගය පැවැත්වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි බලමු තරගයේ ජය හිමි වෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ටීම් එකටද එහෙම නැතිනම් මෝල්ඩිව්ස් ටීම් එකටද කියලා.
Evening and welcome back to the 19th annual LCBC hockey encounter between Ladies College and Bishops College. It is the end of half time and we have 2 more quarters of this match to go. The third quarter is just about to commence, and once again this match is really anybody's game at this point. We're at the halfway stage and still no goals on the board to show for it just yet. So once again, anyone's game, and we'll just have to wait and see how this turns out.
And that is Talia from LC taking the ball towards the attacking 25. Sides have switched now since halftime is over. It is LC's ball at the moment. And turnover there, and Bishops College takes the ball. Netra Mukeshankar. Netra attempts a scoop there, but unfortunately it's strong enough. But then again, it seems like it's BC's ball.
Once again, the weather conditions have not eased quite yet, and as Onaya and Seneka mentioned, the players have had to really adjust their gameplay, adjust the way that they would usually play this game of hockey, and it's definitely still anyone's game at this point, because once again, it's down to who is able to adapt the best and get any goal into the D at this point.
Exactly, Sajani. And now looking at the game, both teams are really trying hard, and that was a good slap shot by Ira. And now the BC team really trying hard to move forward. And looks like that was a turnover to LC, and that was a foul by BC. Anya Aberatna scooping up, but looks like the scoops are way too high, and that calls for safety precautions, and therefore it's called out as a foul. Netha Mukeshankar attempts a scoop but wasn't strong enough, and now it is Ladies College ball, and Talia ready to take the ball towards the attacking 25. Talia with her air ball, a very good skill to use with the current weather conditions, and Talia seems to move, but then again BC manages to take the ball. Netra Mukeshankar there with the ball, moves forward, and back to Ladies College. The ball's really moving back and forth between two teams, and looks like it's stagnant between the 50 area.
Amani Imran there trying to secure the ball that she received, but it's down back to Bishops again. As the LC back approaches the ball, takes it down. A nice pass there.
Good
a fight between
there.
The two players.
Good tackle there by Bishops College, but looks like it's Ladies College who's taking the ball. Talia Di Fonseca there again from taking a long corner, I believe. Yeah. Good dribble there.
She approaches the D, and it's a long corner awarded to Ladies College. And a penalty corner.
The referee calls out the 5-meter rule and awards a penalty corner for Ladies College. But looks like BC players are trying to explain what happened. So let's see what the ultimate decision would be. And the referee calls the match to a pause, moves towards the next referee to make a clarification on the decision. Looks like the referee is back with the decision, and it is a penalty corner for Ladies College. The crowd cheering on the schools.
A pass to Talia Di Fonseca by Yenuli Ahangama. So close, but cleared by Bishops.
Good one there by our Bishop's College goalie, clearing the ball and good defense. That's a replay of that penalty corner. Now Hannah Daniel, vice captain of Bishop's College, passes the ball to her team player. Good one there by Amisha, and it's a leg ball for ladies, giving Bishops the ball. Ladies College player takes the ball, passes it on to number 19. Number 19 with a good run down that line. And unfortunately, it's a foul.
A good attempt there by the LC, but turned over to Bishops. As Nulandi, the junior who played under 17, tries to get the ball, she passes it.
And Bishop's College going in with a strong defense there. Micah Tendacon.
And the ball is given to LC.
Talia dribbling the ball through to the 25, but is tackled by Micah. Now it's BC's ball.
A good stop there by...
And that's BC's ball. Passed back to Micah Tendacon. Micah Tendacon attempting a powerful push.
And a leg ball there, unfortunately, for Ladies College. An attempt at a slap shot taken by Talia as an advantage. As she tries to go to the goal, gives a good pass to her player, Amani Imran, who's trying to take it down the line. As she's approaching the D.
Good one there by Amani Imran from Ladies College. Ladies seems to have an advantage here in their just a few meters away from the goal. In towards a D, but taken control by Micah Tendacon, the captain of Bishop's College, and Ira Wadood the ball, but looks like it is ladies' ball again. Hannah Daniel moving forward with the ball in full speed. But it's turned
And it's
over
the
to
ladies' ball again. Milal Di Fonseca passing it to her sister, now Talia, as she tries to take the ball down.
Netra Mukesh Shankar now takes the hit for Bishop's College. It's play on for Bishop's College. Good one there by Talia.
Talia, as she takes another attempt to the D.
And it's a penalty corner for Ladies College. Looks like Ladies is coming back with a better attack, earning 2 penalty corners in this quarter. Yeah.
Third quarter,
yes.
Again, as I mentioned before, penalty corners are the best possible way to attempt a goal.
Yeah. No, I think for the past few years at the LCBC encounter, penalty corners have really played a pivotal role. A good shot there by Talia, but the good save by Netra Mukesh Shankar, previous captain of Bishop's College. What a save.
Ball out by goalie. So turn to LC as Talia Di Fonseca attempts to take it. Still with the pouring heavy rain.
And that's BC ball. Good tackle there by Micah Tennacorn, captain of Bishop's College. I think as captain, the pressure is really hitting her, but I hope she's able to contain it. And I think as two previous captains really know what it feels like when either team hasn't scored yet.
For sure. A good clear there by BC, but it's back to LC. Sohanya Dimel. The rain pours and they attempt to clear the ball.
BC, and looks like there's been a fall by a Bishop's College player. Looks like everyone's doing good, so it's the recommence of the match with Ladies College taking the ball. Talia Di Fonseca with the ball.
As she tries to pass her player using her skills, tough as it is, two BC players on her.
Talia really trying hard there to move the ball into the D. And passes it on to her sister.
A bit of a pool there near the D.
Talia really dribbling her way through.
And as the 5 yards was not followed, it turns into a penalty corner.
Looks like Ladies College is coming in with a very, very strong attack in this quarter.
Inuli Ahangama to take that shot, gives it to Talia. Talia gives her and misses.
A close call by Ladies College there, but unfortunately, I think because one of the players will have to keep her stick on to make sure that it's a goal, as it was the shot was taken out of the penalty line.
Back to start, and it's BC ball.
Alina Fauzi with the
Visiti taking it up, passing it to Nulandi.
The score at the moment is all nil, so both schools haven't scored a goal yet, meaning the pressure is on for both sides to really make it through, as this is the third quarter, leaving only just one quarter to decide as to who retains the shield.
Anya Abiratna looking for players, attempts a scoop, a lovely stop. Anya Abiratna yet again. Looks like a card.
card was given to one of the BC players. And now the game continues as Talia Di Fonseca moves towards the 25, trying to dribble her way through. And it is the LC ball.
Using the advantage of the leg ball, Talia Di Fonseca attempts to make it down, splashing through the puddles.
Really?
Seems to be some wonderful skill there,
Talia's
but she needs support by her players.
Talia really making her way through with by dribbling through the puddles and trying to make it to that penalty circle.
And the ball is given back
To Bishop's College. Netra Mukesh Shankar taking that ball lovely. No, the scoop is outside of the line and therefore is given back to Ladies College.
A real play together there.
Looks like
As
the
Talia
third
attempts going into the D.
The third quarter now comes to an end with no more time left.
And the score is still 0-all.
Yeah, that leaves with both teams with a lot of pressure to make sure they make it through in the next quarter.
This quarter was more of an attacking game for Ladies College, but as usual, to make up for the strong attack in the first two quarters by Bishops.
And the score remains 0-0.
That brings the third quarter of this game to a close. Only one more quarter left, which will be a very decisive moment for Bishop's College, because as Ladies College has the under-17 match advantage, this is definitely something Bishop's College need to be able to score a goal in this fourth quarter, no doubt, but they're talking about, as we speak too. So once again, we will be returning for a very, very intense fourth quarter of this game in the 19th annual LCBC encounter, and we'll head into a short commercial break and be back very, very soon with this fourth quarter that you will not want to miss.
ඔබේ පවුලට ඔබේ දරුවන්ට
ඔබේ ළබදියන්ට මේ රටට
සහ ඔබට
ඔබ අවශ්‍යයි.
ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ ජීවත් විය යුතුමයි.
මේ ලෝක පිළිකා මාසයේදී පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
පිළිකාව පරදන්න. මාසයකට දවසක් පපුවට අත තියලා ස්වයන් පරීක්ෂාව කරගන්න. පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
There are many things that you can't see, but you can feel, because they are in the air, blowing.
The fourth quarter begins as it's LC's ball. Talia Di Fonseca attempts to break down, but BC stops.
And this is a very important quarter for both teams, as this will be the deciding quarter for the under-19 match as well as the overall shield. And that gives BC the advantage, with BC's having the control of the ball, but Ladies College seems to have taken over, and back to BC with Micah Tennakon passing the ball towards the 50 line. And BC has the ball as BC takes it forward. Ball taken forward by Ira Wadood.
And it's BC's ball. BC attempts to attack.
And it's a leg ball for BC, giving LC a turnover of the ball. Anya Beratna passes the ball to her teammate.
And stopped by the captain of BC. Down the line, the BC players attempt to pass. A good pass there.
BC in the attack in 25, really trying to make up for the previous quarter. That's Amisha from Bishop's College passing it to her teammate Alina Fauzi. Alina moving into, and that is a penalty corner for Bishop's College. Good job by Alina Fauzi. The BC students really cheering on the Bishop's College team. High anticipation in hopes of a potential goal. Ladies College, on the other hand, really looking to have a good defense. Tirsha with the ball pushes it on to her teammates. Micah Tennakorn with the ball there, back to the top striker.
And another penalty corner. Unfortunate for Ladies College. Need to be careful to not get their ball on the legs.
BC with yet another penalty corner. I think Seneca LCBC has always just been about penalty corners at this point.
Very much. And they're the most nerve-wracking. As you can see on I just can't seem to watch some of them.
Me too. All right, Hannah Daniel moving towards, passes it into the D. And it is a leg ball, so Ladies College gets the ball. Amisha there with the ball, passes it on to Tirsha, one of the top strikers of Bishop's College. Tirsha really trying hard to dribble to the water puddles.
And into the D goes Bishops, and then it's handed over back to Elsie. Anya Aberatna coming down to take her shot. A scoop pass taken again by Bishops.
Anya Aberatna from Ladies College moving towards the mid-50 and passes it through, but stopped by Bishop's College. Captain Micah Tennakorn passes on to Alina Fauzi. Alina Fauzi passes it on to Amisha into the wings, and it is Bishop's ball. Looks like the rain is starting to come back again in volumes. Let's hope that they are able to finish the game.
There seems to be 10 minutes more, and 10 minutes for the fight of a nil-all game. There seems to be no scoring yet. Both teams definitely want one on the scoreboard. It's just one sometimes at a time like this, which can seal the game.
Exactly, and even the last 1 minute could really change the entire game. I think we can see that in both teams as they really trying hard to get into their respective 25.
Unfortunately to Ladies College, a card given there.
It's one player down for Ladies, and BC in their defending 25. Lina Fauzi with the ball in the 25, trying to get into the penalty circle. moves in and good backhand pass there. Back to Alina Fauzi. Alina Fauzi attempts to push the ball in.
And a good clearing by Anya Aberatna to save her team from any more attack from the BC side. Anya Aberatna hoping to clear that ball away from her side. And it's back to BC. BC seems to be attacking on this side, but LC will not give up.
BC ball and passed on to Alina Fauzi. And that is a penalty corner for Bishop's College with a leg ball of a LC player. I think this is almost do or die for Bishop's College. And that is a replay of what just happened, and you see a leg ball right there which awarded BC a penalty corner. I think me and Seneka are not even seated anymore. So
yes, this is too much.
And it is a goal for Bishop's College. Good one there by the BC team. Straight into the goal. And Micah Tendacone cheering on her team.
With 7 minutes on the clock, Talia Di Fonseca tries to make a comeback. Ladies College trying to fight, trying to get that back. Amani Imran.
Like we said, Seneka, I think we just said a few minutes ago that any moment, even the last few minutes, can really change the game. And looks like it is BC's ball. Ladies College really trying hard to get into that D to make it even and make every minute they have left count. Good tackle there by Amani Imran, moving towards the attack, the penalty circle, but looks like the BC defense is clearing the ball.
With 6.5 minutes on the clock, LC will try their best.
And nice scoop there by Micah Tendacone. And passed on to Tirsha. Tirsha passes it up, but it's stopped by the Ladies College players. Anya Aberatna moving forward with that ball. And it's LC ball. Anya Aberatna with the ball. A player usually with strong shots, but I think the weather is really getting in the way. And it is BC's ball. Good effort there by Ladies College.
Minal Di Fonseca trying to make an attempt there for a good pass, intercepted by Bishop's player. A nice scoop again by Micah.
And BC moving towards the goal. Ida Wadood on the go from the wings.
Onaya seems to be happy, quite opposite of my feeling right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Seneca. It's just natural, you know. And Micah Tennacorn there, the captain of Bishop's College, who just scored a goal as well. Talia Di Fonseca, who is really trying hard to get a goal for Ladies College. Good skill there by Talia Di Fonseca as she moves towards the attacking 25, but it looks like it's a foul, and the ball is back onto BC's side. Talia Di Fonseca back with the ball.
As she attempts to attack, there's obviously a fight in her as this is her last time, and you can see it. Her skill is amazing for passes work.
With the score at the moment being BC scoring 1 and Ladies nil, and 2 minutes left in the game. Ladies College is really trying hard to make that work. Looks like BC is on the go once again.
And the ball is given back to Ladies College, who will fight even to the last minute to get a goal.
Good shot there by the LC players. But looks like there's a lot of defense from the BC side, as both teams
Talia has some great skill.
And really trying hard to move forward.
A good clear there by the LC defense, out before the player could reach it. Now she's on her own, faced by two men.
I think the last minute, we've come down to the last minute and 30 seconds of this game, and Ladies College is in a very positive attitude, trying to move forward and giving their best, while BC is trying hard to retain that one goal.
Anya Aberata, the captain, a strong player with strong shots.
And that looks like BC has the ball. And Micah Tennacorn, the captain of Bishop's College, in the last 41 seconds of the last quarter of the game. Good scoop there by Micah, but it looks like it's a leg ball and therefore given to Ladies College. 30 seconds left in the game. Anya Beratna trying really hard, but it's taken forward by Tirsha, and it is BC ball yet again. And I think Seneca is trying to find her once, because it's the last 10 seconds of the game. But I think both teams did play a really good game until the last few minutes, just 7 minutes before the goal was scored by BC.
Also with the last few seconds.
And that ends the fourth quarter. BC obviously really happy with their win, and Bishop's College wins LCBC 2025. What a win for Bishop's College, but good game by Ladies College. And I think both of us our feelings.
Once again, very, very good game of hockey from both schools. Bishop's College with a last minute save to that game as well. But overall, how do you think the game went?
I think overall, both teams really did play a good game throughout all 4 quarters, and it was just in that last 7 minutes which really kept the anticipation going for the crowd. What do you think, Seneca?
I think of course, bias here. I send best regards to some of our last year players.
Talia.
And Amani, who've given it their all and played their best. Sometimes it's not your day.
Not your day, exactly. And I think both of us had that back in 2022. And I think this year looks like BC is looking good with the team, and Micah Tennacorn being the captain, Hannah Daniel being vice captain, and as well as Netha Mukesh-Shankar, who is one of the senior players and also one of her last games as a hockey player for Bishop's College. So I think, Seneca, we've had a very eventful
Under 17, won by Ladies College. Under 19, just slipped away to Bishop's as I see it. And joined, I think, first round champs. But under 19, so we take the under 19 shield will be taken by College, and under 17 shield taken by Ladies College.
And the score for the match is BC 1 and Ladies College 0, and that ends LC Ladies College versus Bishop's College Hockey Encounter for 2025.
And that wraps up the LCBC Hockey Encounter, the 9th edition of this match. And I mean, it was a very, very long, drawn-out match, mainly because of the rain and the downpours, but we did get a conclusive result at the end of it. Bishop's College winning the under 19 match, but Ladies College winning the under 17 match. So overall, they will be joint champions. But yes, we will be heading into a short commercial break and we'll be coming to you live on the other side with the award ceremony and the prize giving. So make sure to stay tuned to stay up with all the action live from the AstroTurf. And once again, you are tuned into the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
ඔබේ පවුලට ඔබේ දරුවන්ට
ඔබේ ලබදියන්ට මේ රටට
සහ ඔබට
ඔබ අවශ්‍යයි.
ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ ජීවත් විය යුතුමයි.
මේ ලෝක පිළිකා මාසයේදී පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
පිළිකාව පරදන්න.
මාසයකට දවසක් පපුවට අත තියලා ස්වයන් පරීක්ෂාව කරගන්න. පපුවට අත තියලා දිවුරන්න.
මම දැන් ඉන්නේ රේස්කෝස් ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ South Asian Super Cup 2025 තරඟාවලියේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ටීම් එක සහ මොල්ඩිව්ස් ටීම් එක අතර තමයි අද තරඟය පැවැත්වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි බලමු තරඟයේ ජය හිමි වෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ටීම් එකටද එහෙම නැතිනම් මොල්ඩිව්ස් ටීම් එකටද කියලා.
Welcome back to the 19th annual LCBC Hockey Encounter, coming to you live from the Astro of Colombo after quite a long time actually. What was supposed to finish at 5:30 ended up going to 7 because of the downpour and the heavy rains and winds, but the players from both sides persevered and managed to conclude both age groups, under 17 and under 19. So hats off to the determination, skill and endurance level of all these hockey players, looking like a very bright future ahead for every single one of them. But yes, it is now time for the award ceremony, which we unfortunately cannot be broadcasting simply because of the heavy rains and the downpours and the winds that are unable to, let the cameras have access to this award ceremony as well. But it will be going on, but this is officially the end of the 19th annual Hockey Encounter, the LCBC here. That was coming to you live from the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports broadcasting channel. We will see you once again next year for this exciting encounter. No doubt both schools are going to make their best efforts to retain or to win this shield as well, because this year they have emerged joint champions with the under 17 team being Ladies College as the winners, but the under 19 team being Bishop's College as the winners as well. But yes, we will see you again next year, and thank you once again for enduring this heavy rain with us and tuning in live. So we will see you once again very soon. Once again, this is the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, and we